Hi, all, welcome back to Watch Jelly. So, 2023 has been a year of ups and downs, but one thing remains constant, that is watch collecting. It does not stop, regardless of what happens in a year. So, it's the 31st of December, it's raining outside where I am in Singapore, but here I am. If you're watching this in 2024, Happy New Year! So, we're going to count down some of my most memorable watches that I bought in 2023. So, 2023, over the 12 months, I bought, I think, seven, eight, or nine watches in total. But today, I'm just going to feature my most memorable three or four watches. It's mainly three, plus one bonus one at the end. So stay tuned. So, watch number one is the one I'm wearing on my wrist right now. This is the Seiko 5 Super Club Seiko X Honda series. So, if you don't know, that for the last 2 to 3 years, Seiko 5 has been launching every year for the past 3 years, the Seiko 5 Super Club series in conjunction with Honda. So Honda has a motorcycle that it released in the 50s, I believe. So this watch, if you can see, basically is favored by motorcycle fans worldwide. The Seiko Club was first introduced in 1958 and has since become one of Honda's most representative creations. So this year in 2023 is the third year that they launched a crossover between Honda Super Cub and Seiko 5. So this year, while I was in Japan, this was actually available for sale. I think they have is a limited edition of about maybe give or take 700 to 1,000 pieces, and of which only about 100 plus was sold in Japan. So I was in this watch is really very cool. The dial features a silhouette of a Super Cup motorcycle from back in the day in the 60s. And you see that the two luminous orange, neon orange indices on the 11 and 1 o'clock, those represents the headlight. And this watch was particularly memorable for me because I was on holiday in Tokyo on vacation and for about a week, and I haven't been to Tokyo in about 20 years. So this watch really just sort of encapsulated my entire trip in Tokyo. I went with a friend. We had so much fun partying for 7 nights, and it was just memorable. Spending that kind of good spending that kind of time with a good friend, and then basically clubbing, drinking, going to really cool bars every night for 6 out of 7 nights was insane. So this watch is a really good piece of memorabilia for me now that I'm back in Singapore and then moving back from Hong Kong as well. So this watch, amazing, something that I was one of my best purchases in 2023. So 2023 for the second watch, it's been quite an up and down year for me. So I thought in June or July I should really just reward myself for a really cool watch. And what I bought was a Cartier Santos Dumot 1575. It's a watch in yellow gold, ultra thin case, with the Piguet movement, Frederick Piguet movement, from back in the 80s. So this watch was, I thought, my first Cartier, so it had to be special, and this was the one that I chose. And on top of that, this watch I managed to find from a fellow collector in Singapore as well. And on top of that, this watch has a very cool Paris dial. So instead of it being Swiss made, it indicates Paris at the bottom, which meant that this watch was sold in the famous Cartier boutique in Paris. So, which makes it extra special since Cartier is obviously a French brand. So that I thought was extra interesting. I think this watch for me, buying it in my 30s, I'm in my 30s. I think this watch exudes class, elegance, and I feel completely at ease, and I feel completely polished when I put this wristwatch on while I'm in my business attire, whether in casual business or in formal business attire. So this is one of those watches where I feel that it elevates sort of my entire style from business wear to even cocktail events. Should I get invited to one in the coming months? So that's watch number two. Watch number three is something that I was waiting on for about a year now, and it is none other than the Ming 3707. So Horologer Ming, you see as this watch I'm holding right here. Ming here is fantastic. This watch is its entry level price point with about 3,300 francs, Swiss francs, or about 3,600 US dollars. This watch, I think it's amazing because just look at the dial, right? It's a mosaic dial, and how it is made on three gradient levels of super luminova, of luminous material substance. So under luminous light, when it's loomed up, you can really see how amazing the design is. So I think this was extra special because when I looked at Ming, this was one of the designs, right? The mosaic dial is something that I thought was very representative of Ming, and I missed out on a rather expensive one in from the last couple of years that also featured sort of a mosaic dial. So I thought this was extra nice because in a straightforward steel 38 case with a very high quality rubber strap. So while this watch looks like a dressy piece, it looks like a dress watch, and it certainly fits the bill as a dress watch, clearly. Very, seems to be really just understated and just very clean. This watch, because of the steel case, 100-meter water resistance, and the fact that this is a rubber strap that looks a bit leathery, but it's actually rubber. This is Loki's subtle sports watch. So which I found was extra peculiar to own and wear after having gotten it. This is as much a dress watch as it is a sports watch. So really, really fantastic stuff. For those of you who don't know Ming, please go read up. Independent brands are the rage these days, and because everyone's just fatigued of Rolex. So definitely check out Ming. So the bonus watch for today's video is something that I bought for a colleague of mine returning to the US. So we chose the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80, the 40 Glacier Ice dial. So while that watch is Tissot, I mean it's pretty straightforward mainstream Swiss brand watch. I think because of how this colleague of mine is really special to me. Well, I just moved to Hong Kong and we spent a lot of good times working together during COVID in Hong Kong. And there were times where it's just a couple of us, two of us in the office. And so this was really a memorable piece because I thought it was a perfectly fitting watch for my colleague, and the price point works as well. The rest of 2023 for my watches that I bought. So I hope that this video is helpful to you in guiding you towards buying watches in 2024. Hope that it makes sense, right? Instead of just looking at Rolex, APs, Patek. I mean, so thank you all for watching. This is Watch Jelly. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Alvin, and I'm signing out. Bye bye.